The poem is Once Upon a Time. Once upon a time, son, they used to love with their hearts and love with their eyes. But now they only love with their teeth while their eyes block. Cold eyes surge behind my shadow. So, dear students, from the very first line of the stanza, we can make out that there is a father who is getting utterly nostalgic at this moment with his son, and he shares his past over here. So as you know that this poem has been written by Gabriel Okara from the perspective of father that who is addressing his son and tells the backdrop of Nigerians independence from Britain, like how they have got independence from the Britain. And then the very first line or the title of the poem and the very opening line you could see like once upon a time, and then the title of the poem you can see once upon a time. So frame the poem as a kind of a story. You must have observed when I told you that we are going to read a poem and the name of the poem is Once Upon a Time, and then we plunged into the reading of the poem. You must have been thinking that this poem would be based on a story, that I am going to tell you a story based a poem. So the title and the opening lines of the poem Once Upon a Time must have framed the poem as a kind of a story. So let's get started with the explanation of the poem. So in the very first stanza, the poet who is very nostalgic at this moment and shares his past, that how the father had spent his past and how the past used to be. So he says that there is a sad feeling or a sad feeling of loneliness and sad feeling that going back to the past, and then there is a solid reason behind this, like why the poet or the speaker or the father goes back to the past, and he says that there is a longing and there is a feeling of repentance at the same time. And the father says to his son that they used to have the time when they used to laugh with their hearts. So he says that there was a time that they gave smile to the people, and that smile was a hearty smile. They used to share with each and every person he met, and he is really very aware of the significance of smiling and laughing with another person when we are sharing a smile with other person. So the father says that he is very well aware of such feelings of gratitude while smiling, because he knows that giving smile is the best gesture that you are giving to greet someone. So smile not only elevates other person's mood, but it can also make situation better. So if we are giving smile, it not only elevates the other person mood. If somebody is angry and we are giving a very good gesture, we are giving a good smile, then a situation turns and turns in a way that it becomes very better. So the father or the speaker or the poet had an experience of meeting an African, how they used to meet with each other and how they used to meet each other very wholeheartedly. So after the Britons had invaded Africa, the local Africans or the natives had also changed in their behavior. So father notices the behavior of the people, that when they laugh, they do not mean it. Like they really laugh and they give smile, they pass smile, but they do not mean it. People have become self-centered. People have become hypocrite. They do not have any originality. So if they laugh, they are laughing just for the sake of laughing, but they are not laughing for true affection, for the originality. There isn't any purity. So it seems that appearances are deceptive now. There used to be love, there used to be affection in the people heart, but now everything is self-centered. Like the people have become very self-centered, and if they have some smile, it's only based on artificiality. So people when they laugh, their laughter is more of showing of a teeth, and the eyes are completely, as the poet says that now they only laugh with their teeth, while their eyes block, cold eyes, like eyes are cold and looking for something other than the real people. Like their eyes do not give good gesture, they give only fake smile, which run counter to their inner feelings, like which is completely opposite to their inner feeling, and their intentions are even not pure. So they show love, but eyes are cold as all. We could say the smile and eyes are completely cheat, deceit, and it has lost originality. So what we find in this stanza and what we get in this stanza, that in the first stanza basically the poet prefers the attitude of past people from the present. So what we get from this stanza, that the negative element is here, negative change we perceive in the very first stanza. Stanza number 2, there was a time indeed they used to shake hands with their hearts, but that's gone, son. Now they shake hands without hearts while their left hand searched my empty pocket. So here the father or the poet or the speaker now talks about another greeting gesture, which is completely declining. That handshaking, people used to acknowledge the presence of the people and used to shake hands with very good gesture. And while shaking hands, their hearts were also connected. Like whenever we are shaking hands with the people, like it is really very good gesture that we are giving, but actually smiling and handshaking we do in order to get connected with the heart of the people. But now they shake hand only for the sake of greeting, not for the connectedness, not for the affection. So affection is not there. Connectedness with the heart is not there. So now the people have changed so much that they meet for their own personal benefits. Now you can see over here, as the poet says that now they shake hands without hearts, while their left hands search my empty pockets. So it has some metaphorical meaning as well, which we later definitely going to discuss when we are going to discuss the literary devices, and we are going to analyze the poem in rhetorical language as well. So here the poet basically says that now the people have changed so much that they meet for their personal benefits, for their personal interest, because they have the greedy mind, and their greedy mind is always looking for something which is materialistic, and they always search for the materialistic advantage they could get from anyone they meet. So they have their one eye on your status. So if they are meeting you, definitely they are going to have their eyes on your financial status rather. And when they are doing it while they are shaking their hands, so people are not genuinely warm towards others. People want to get something from you. Like when they are shaking their hands, it means that they actually do not express their love. They do not show genuine love. They are shaking hand and they are showing somehow respect and civility, like while shaking hand, like whenever we are shaking hand with the people in order to show some respect or civility. But if now at present, if the people are doing or showing such gestures of respect and civility, which is completely fake and just because of the money. So these are the things, or these are the attitude of the people that Gabriel Okara, or being a father, that he is discussing with his son, that he has experienced how the people behave now. When I come again and feel at home once, twice, there will be no thrice, for then I find doors shut on me. Here the poet again depicts a society of people who have said some of their utterances. For example, like whenever they are going to meet or whenever they are going to depart during or after meeting, what people are going to do? People would definitely invite you home and would ask you feel home, and would definitely ask you to visit your place time and again. But the people had hard hearts. people do not have the genuine heart. Their heart is fed on hypocrisy, and they have cold hearts. They actually do not mean what they say to you. Like, these are the utterances that you must have listened, you must have observed that people are in the habit of using such courteous words. You must have observed, like, feel at home. Whenever you are visiting someone, and you are going to someone, they would definitely say, feel at home, come again, do visit our home. So these utterances are all fake. These courteous words are, they do not have loyalty in them. So the poet, or the Gabriel Okara, has experienced such gestures of the people, that he says that such gestures or such utterances or such courteous words, the people had used them, they are all fake. They actually do not mean what they say to you. These are only sugar coated words, and the words do not match with their genuine feelings. Father, or the poet, says that he had experienced such insult or disgrace that the people shut their door on him when he visited them thrice. Like, if you are going to visit once, they may welcome you, but if you are going to visit them twice, they may give you some cold gesture, they may give you some cold shoulder to you. But if you are going to visit them thrice, then what they are going to do, in what manner they are going to behave. Then the father realized that these phrases, like feel at home, come again, were only superficial and were uttered as a custom. They were uttered as a tradition, but not from the heart. So these utterances were only fake one. So the poet says that the alienation on this continues, because the people are fickle, people are fake, because of the change in culture. Just because of the change in culture, as the Britons have influenced the Nigerians so much, that this alienation has occurred, and this is continuous, and there is no end to it. So guests are given warm reception only once, as you must have listened this quote, like, come in the evening, come in the morning, but come without warning. The often you come, the more I will adore you. So if you visit your friends or relatives thrice or more number of days, then what would happen to you? Definitely they are going to close the doors to you, or the doors will be shut. So here the poet says that if they show some respect, that does not mean any civility, that is completely fake. And such courteous words and such social interactions does not exist in this superficial, artificial world. And if they invite you, and how they are going to invite you, they from their hearts, they do not want your presence. And if they are still inviting you, then you would definitely feel that their gesture is not welcoming at all. I hope that you have understood stanza number 3 as well. Moving towards stanza number 4. So I have learnt many things, son. I have learned to wear many faces, like dresses, home face, office face, street face, host face, with all their comforting smiles, like a fixed portrait smile. In the fourth stanza, the father, the poet, or the speaker, as he has experienced many things, or he has learned many things from the people, from the gesture of the people, from the attitude of the people, and what he has learnt now. Now the poet or the speaker, Gabriel Okara, has learned the ways of the people, like not to be kind. Now he says that as he has suffered a lot, that how the people behave, how the people meet, and how the people have grudges in their heart. But apparently it seems that the people are very caring, they are very affectionate. Here in the fourth stanza, you would see a great change in the personality of the poet. And he says that he has learned the ways of the people, like not to be kind, loyal, not to have some good feelings. You could have the good feelings like kind, loyal, sincere, affectionate, humble, genuine, and submissive. Any more. with anyone. Like he has decided that he is not going to be humble, affectionate, submissive, genuine, loyal, kind, pure to anyone anymore. What he has learned to be rude, to be materialistic, to be hypocrite, to be fake or unreal. Like these are the things that has been taught to him by the society, by the attitude of the people. Now he has come to this point that he says that now he has learned to be rude and materialistic, that he had to learn to wear mask on different occasions. As he says that I have learned to wear many faces, like dresses, like people used to change dresses on different occasions. So he has also learned to wear different sort of faces, to wear different masks, like home face, office face, street face, host face. So he says that now he had learned to wear masks on different occasions, like home face, office face, street face. And he has now made up his mind to be or have to act according to the situation. For example, like if he is at home, how he would be wearing his mask, that he would definitely be very genuine one. He would be very genuine one when he would be at home. His feelings would be very genuine. He would be calm, polite, and very submissive at home, because this is the mask that he is going to wear at home when he is at home. The next mask that he is going to wear is of office mask, office face, which means to behave and have professional attitude. So he is going to be a very professional in his attitude, like how he would be behaving, like have a professional attitude. Then when he is wearing a street face, how would he be behaving? Like he would be very numb. He would be expressionless. He would not say anything. Like he would only be roaming in a street, but without any gesture, without feeling, without having any concern with anyone, like a person who is very numb. Then he would be, when he would be a host, so he would wear a host face. When a person invites guests home, then he would be very like he would be having a very welcoming gesture and giving a very warm reception, but inwardly he would not be welcoming the guest. He would have a very cold heart. He would be showing a cold gesture, cold shoulder to the people, because he would not be welcoming. Although he would be welcoming, he would be giving reception, but he would not be giving a warm reception. He would be only giving a warm, cold reception. So all expressions, all faces are fixed, just like the portrait smile. So this is the way of the world, and he would be behaving as the world behaves. So, dear student, as you must have observed in the first three stanzas, we have learned and we have observed that the speaker, the poet, Gabriel Okara, has a perception of changing culture and attitude and values in his country. And here in the fourth stanza, the poet or the speaker himself had to change and learn in order to comply with.